Hello, everyone, and welcome to the awards ceremony and plenary session. I'm Trish McCall, alongside my colleagues Hugo, George, and Bob, and we are so pleased to have you join us as we reach the halfway point in today's event. We hope you've enjoyed the talk so far and have been able to make some new connections with fellow attendees. Today, we recognize members from our community who have made a significant contribution through their advocacy and expertise, acknowledge those who are well-deserving recipients of our sponsored programs, and finally, announce the winners from this year's poster competition. In the 12 years we have been open source, our mission has always been to raise awareness and further grow the community by driving adoption and engagement while supporting STEM opportunities, diversity and inclusion, and bridging the talent gap, all areas that speak to our commitment to corporate responsibility and using our technology for good to make a positive impact. This year marks the 10th annual HPCC Systems Community Summit, and each year we look forward to this day to showcase the success of our community, hear new ways of how our platform is being used across industry and academia, and see how it all comes together to make a difference. Through our academic programs since the beginning, we have awarded funds towards grants and sponsorships to help support academic research, internships, and student events. It's through this type of collaboration that we are proud to have over 20 academic partnerships spanning the US and internationally, resulting in over 75 academic publications and nearly 80 students who have participated in our internship program, of which we are thrilled to have hired quite a few. Our community continues to thrive, and we will continue to build upon this success to expand our growth. New this year, I'm really excited about the launch of our HPC Systems Community Impact Scholarship, which was established to assist female students who plan to pursue a STEM undergraduate degree. This scholarship was designed to help close the gender gap in tech and encourage young women from traditionally underrepresented backgrounds to follow their passion in STEM. It's my pleasure to announce our two recipients of this inaugural scholarship, who will receive a $20,000 award to help them fulfill their educational goals. Fallon Kelly will be pursuing a computer science degree at Georgia Institute of Technology. Her aspirations are to specialize in software development and create apps related to public health to benefit the community, specifically in AI. Fallon is a deserving scholar and finds purpose in joining a field that holds the power to build technology that can innovate a more accessible and inclusive future. Kenny Babai is pursuing a biomedical engineering degree at Oxford College of Emory University. Kenny is very interested in data science in the medical field and was among the first students in the Next Gen high school internship program at Emory. Those who know Kenny agree she is well deserving of this award, always going above and beyond and incredibly hardworking, who can achieve any goal she sets for herself. We would like to congratulate and welcome both Fallon and Kenny into the HPCC Systems community, and we look forward to learning more about them and following their progress over their 4-year academic journey. So now, I'd like to turn it over to Hugo to announce the recipients of our community awards.
Thank you so much, Trish, for the great introduction, and congratulations again to our scholarship recipients, Fallon and Kenny. And now, I will have the honor of announcing the 2023 awards to the individuals that have excelled in terms of their contributions to the platform and our community. While you might be aware or might be familiar with the awards that we usually announce in this part of the summit, it's always an exciting moment and a pleasant experience, perhaps seeing a close colleague, or who knows, maybe yourself, being the winning person of one of these awards. So hang tight while we recognize some of the key members of our community. The first award, the HPCC Systems Community Recognition Award, as the name implies, recognizes individuals from our community that have gone above and beyond in their innovative usage of HPCC systems, either in industry or in academia, raising awareness about the platform and making significant contributions to our community. And this year's Community Recognition Award goes to Professor Renato de Oliveira Moraes from the Production Engineering Department of the University of São Paulo, Brazil. Professor Renato has been an active member of our academic community and an advocate of the HPCC systems platform since 2019. By closely interacting with the LexisNexis Risk Solutions Office in São Paulo and its strategic partner Quad, Professor Renato has led a series of initiatives at the University of São Paulo that involved leveraging HPCC systems as an educational platform to teach big data analytics to undergraduate and graduate students. Over the years, the initiatives led by Professor Renato have resulted in numerous students being hired either as an interns or full-time ECL developers at both LexisNexis Risk Solutions and Quad. Also, the research outcomes generated by Professor Renato and his students using HPCC systems have resulted in several academic papers that contributed to include Brazil as one of the international countries in Elsevier's research collaborations map. So thank you, Professor Renato, for your strong advocacy for HPCC systems and for offering so many students the opportunity of joining our community. The next award, the HPCC Systems David Kahn Ambassador Award, recognizes RELX and LexisNexis Risk Solutions employees who have significantly contributed to the expansion of our community, serving as advocates and subject matter experts of the HPCC systems platform. This award was named in memory of David Kahn, one of the first HPCC systems ambassadors. And this year's David Kahn Ambassador Award goes to Lily Zhu, Senior Software Engineer, LexisNexis Risk Solutions. Lily has strong bonds with our community since 2016, when she joined the HPCC Systems Summer Internship Program for the first time to contribute with the development of the HPCC Systems Machine Learning Library. Lily then returned for the Summer Intern Program for the 2 subsequent years before being hired as a full-time employee under the HPCC Systems Development Team. Over the years, Lily has been instrumental in expanding the HPCC systems capabilities for machine learning and providing SME support to both internal and external community members. Lily has also been an active mentor of the HPCC Systems Summer Internship Program, having successfully mentored several interns across the years. Thank you, Lily, for being such an active member and contributor to the HPCC systems community. So these are the 2 recipients of the 2023 HPCC Systems Community Awards. Congratulations once again to Professor Renato and Lily. We are really glad to have you both as part of our community and looking forward to seeing your continued success with HPCC systems. Now, next in the agenda, we will announce the winners of the 2023 HPCC Systems Poster Competition. This is the 8th year that we are now running this contest. And for those who are maybe joining us for the first time, be aware that this is the competition where students from our community create posters to showcase their projects using HPCC systems. These posters can represent, for instance, the outcome of a summer internship project, a capstone project, or even an individual project that a student decides to pursue under the mentorship of members from our community. But before I hand over to my colleague George Foreman for the announcement of the poster competition winners, I would like to take a few minutes of your attention to thank and congratulate all the 2023 poster competition participants for a record-breaking submission of 36 posters. In the next 4 slides, you will have the opportunity of seeing each one of the participants from this year's competition. And this is our way to say thank you to all the students for your efforts in joining the poster competition. While we browse to their photos and names, I will also share some highlights about the poster competition participants and their projects. In terms of global coverage, for instance, we continue to have participants joining us from different countries across North America, Asia, and South America. In terms of academic level, I'm happy to say that we have representatives from a very broad academic spectrum, from high school students all the way through PhD. The topics of the project submitted are also quite diversified, ranging, for instance, from contributions to the way we deploy HPCC systems in a containerized environment to sentiment analysis using natural language processing. From projects that aim to improve the way we automate quality assurance around HPCC systems to the exploration of novel causality algorithms, or even optimizations to how we train neural network models in the HPCC systems machine learning bundle. And of course, the most recent technological hype, generative AI, is also present with a project that proposes an HPCC systems interface for OpenAI. How cool is that? But perhaps most importantly is the fact that the students of our community continue to use technology for good by developing projects that leverage HPCC systems for noble purposes such as the analysis of air quality and water pollution, the causes of poverty and challenges for food production in low-income countries, the quality of healthcare services and better understanding of diseases and drug addiction, or even the prediction of natural disasters. If my speech has now piqued your interest in the amazing projects developed by these students, please remember to visit the poster competitions section of the virtual expo platform that we are using during the summit, or permanently in the student wiki at wiki.hpccsystems.com. Last but not least, I also want to thank the judges of the poster competition. As it happens every year, in 2023, we had a great team of 4 judges that were assigned with the challenging task of evaluating the student's poster and providing valuable feedback. The first judge, Amila de Silva, is a senior software engineer on the innovation engineering team of LexisNexis Risk Solutions, and you all might be familiar with Amila as she presented at the summit last year with a talk about PyHPCC. The same applies to our second judge, Jeff Mao, who was an HPCC Systems summer intern twice in the past, and now, beyond pursuing a computer science degree at Georgia Tech, also started his own startup in the e-commerce sector. The third judge, Michael Gardner, is a former intern and now software engineer 3 at LexisNexis Risk Solutions. Michael is a member of the HPCC Systems platform team, playing a key role in the platform project builds. And finally, Mauricio de Oliveira, manager software engineering LexisNexis Risk Solutions, and also a former intern that now leads the technical development and support of data solutions for the Brazilian market. So thank you, judges, for volunteering your time to support the growth of our student community. Now, with that said, I would like to hand over to my colleague, George Foreman, for the announcement of the poster competition winners. George, take it away.
Thank you so much, Hugo, for that wonderful introduction. I'm excited to announce the winners of the 2023 HPCC Systems Poster Presentations Competition. There are 5 categories for the participants to submit their posters to: data analytics, platform enhancement, research, use case, and then we have our Community Choice Award. The winners of the first 4 categories were determined by a panel of judges after hours of review and live questioning of the contestants. Once the internal judging was complete, the posters were then made live for the public to vote on to determine the winner of the HPC Systems Community Choice Awards. Now let's get to the winners. First, we'll start with the best poster for data analytics. And the award goes to Fulvio Favila Filho for his poster Machine Learning Approach to Cardiovascular Disease Prediction. Fulvio is an electrical engineering bachelor's student at the University of Sao Paulo in Brazil. Fulvio has been developing a study related to cardiovascular disease prediction using machine learning models as his bachelor's dissertation. The HPCC systems platform was used to perform a comparative analysis between different machine learning algorithms to evaluate which model is more accurate to predict the presence or absence of cardiovascular diseases in patients by using simple clinical data as input. Congratulations, Fulvio. Next is the best poster in the platform enhancement category. And the award goes to Niveda Siyakumar for her poster Test Suite for a RVCE Cluster on Kubernetes. Niveda is a second-year student at Georgia State University majoring in computer science. Her project focused on creating a test suite for RVCE designed to provide a more in-depth understanding of how different query, cluster, and infrastructure configurations can affect functionality and performance of RVCE in the cloud. Congratulations, Niveda. Next is the best poster in the research category. And the award goes to Sarah Nash for her poster, Causal Discovery and Validation with Categorical Data. Sarah is a master's student entering her second year of studying applied data science at New College of Florida. By the end of her project, she created a foundation for generating and testing categorical or binary data, expanded the toolkit's causal analysis capabilities, and made room for additional categorical discovery methods to be added in the future. Congratulations, Sarah. Next, we have the best poster in the category of use case. And the award goes to Shyam Karthik for his poster Processing the Tamil Wiktionary Pages into NLP++ Dictionary. Shyam is a high school student at St. Andrew's School and just started his senior year. His goal was to expand the NLP++ dictionary to include Tamil, which is the 5th largest language in the most populated country in the world, India. Congratulations, Shyam. And now, last but not least, the poster that received the highest number of votes out of close to 200 votes were cast for this year's competition, and it was a very tight race with only 3 votes difference between the first and second place. The winner of the 2023 Community Choice Award goes to Fulvio Favilla Filiu. Congratulations, Fulvio. This is the first year we've had someone win both an individual poster category and the Community Choice Awards. And a big thank you goes out to everyone who participated in either entering the competition, to the judges for dedicating their time going through all of the entries, and to everyone who voted. Thank you for making this year's poster competition a great success. That's it for all the awards. And now I'll pass you back over to Bob Foreman for the 2023 academic and community events.
Thank you, George. Thank you, Hugo and Trish. And it is an honor and a privilege to take you through the year 2023 in our academic and community events. Let's start with January of 2023 and first of all, our University Roundup going into January 2023, where we visited New College of Florida in Sarasota. And this was a great event because it was also the first time that we actually did an in-person event after the pandemic, of course, over the years. And also, this was a 4-day workshop that reunited both myself and my mentor and manager, Richard Taylor, and Hugo Watanuki, who some of you may or may not know, started out as an ECL instructor. Now he's moved on into bigger and better things, of course. But the three of us together was, again, a murderer's row of ECL instruction for a 4-day workshop of 15 students at New College of Florida. So this was great. It was the first time that we, well, actually the first time for us to visit, although we've been there before in previous years. Professor Bernhard Klingenberg, I wanted to thank him personally for helping us set up the event, organize the event. Hugo reached out, and we also introduced our internship program to the students that were attending the workshop. And it resulted in one of our interns who submitted a poster competition and also won. That was Sarah Nash. Congratulations again, Sarah. So that was January 2023. Moving on to our next event, we went up to Athens, Georgia for UGA Hacks 8. Now, this event had almost 1,000 people. We had about 750 in person, plus about 250 that were participating virtually. And as you can see on the first event on Friday night, in this picture here on the slide, you see we've got this big auditorium here where we also introduced HPCC systems as our challenge. And our challenge was the first time we introduced our Find Your Paradise ECL Code Challenge. And previously also at this event, we had a table that was talking all about HPCC systems. And then I got drawn into a Hot Wings challenge, which everyone tells me I passed with flying colors. So that was a wonderful event. I guess I'm going to be going back there next year for the next Hot Wings challenge, since, you know, I've got to defend my title. Anyway, so that was our Find Your Paradise. And we're moving on now to our next event, also in February of 2023. This was the hackathon at Kennesaw State University. Once again, we introduced to them the Find Your Paradise ECL Code Challenge. We had over 100 attendees that were at the hackathon on Friday and Saturday, and the judging was on Sunday, where we had an ECL and challenge overview. As you can see, it was well participated, a lot of participants, great event. We, again, worked the table promoting HPCC to the students at Kennesaw State. Our next event after February, we moved into April, and the Nova Southeast University Code Sharks. Now, we've been with Nova for quite a while. The robotics team at NSU University School made it to the VEX Robotics World Championship in Dallas, which HPCC sponsored. And I wanted to say congratulations to all three of the NSU University School Sharks robotics teams for making it to the elimination rounds in all three divisions of the VEX Robotics World Championship. We had a team 4154X, which won the Amaze Award, which is the highest judges award a team can receive in a world division. Also, team 4154V not only won the Create Award, but also were the division world champion finalists. This was the first event for Nova that we introduced HPCC and ECL. It was a single day event, not typical of hackathons, which normally go on for 2 or 3 days. This was their first event. It was probably about 4 or 5 hours of a code challenge that we call Music is Life. And after several submissions, we were really happy and pleased that the winners were actually middle school students. And I say that because we had middle school and high school students both participating, but it was the middle school students that handled the challenge the best way, came up with the best solutions. It's so good that we're going to be coming back in November for Code Sharks 2. So that was April of 2023, Nova. In our next event, we went and worked with the RV College of Engineering. Now, of course, we didn't go there. They're across the globe in India. But there was so much good things going on here with RVCE. First of all, knowing their passion for ECL and learning HPCC systems, we had a special class just for their time zone. And it was funny because I had thought maybe 30, 40 people might be attending, but at the end of the enrollment, we had 119 students and also LexisNexis colleagues that were in our India office sign up for the ECL training. It was a weekend hackathon, again, introducing the Find Your Paradise theme. Our winner was the only solo participant in the group, and actually he was also a submission of the poster. His name was Dinesh, and he came up with an original solution of, well, taking our original Find Your Paradise theme, which was centered in the United States. He developed brand new data sets for the country of India, of course, and did the same kind of scoring and challenge that we did with the US data sets. And he came up with an area called Sikkim, which was the best place in India to live. Moving on to our next event, CodePadawans. Now, this is something I've always wanted to do. We do a lot of hackathon events with college students, high school students, but I decided in July to reach out to some middle school students. And why not? You know, it's just, I'll tell you what, in all of these events that I've done in the year 2023 and prior to this, every time I do one of these hackathons, I feel so good about the future of our planet. The kids that I work with are so smart, and we have just 2 here that I wanted to showcase in this CodePadawans event. George Henry, who is 10 years old, and Cody, who I believe now he's 13 and also attending Lakeside Middle School. Now, the interesting thing about this is we also sponsored the Lakeside Kings, which sent 3 teams to the World's VEX competition in Dallas, Texas in April. And they won 5 awards at the state competition and dozens of local competitions. They sent more teams to state and worlds than any other middle school in Georgia. So we're really proud of them. We're proud to sponsor them. The CodePadawans, I'll tell you what, they asked some of the best questions about ECL and HPCC systems. So I'm just so proud of their attendance, and I'm just very, very happy for our future. So that was July 2023. Let's move to the next. Well, wasn't really an event, but I wanted to give them special recognition. Our Kennesaw State University Teaching Fellows. This was the first time that we've offered this to our university, and they have incorporated HPCC systems into their particular training courses. So let's first start with Dr. Yang Shi. He's an associate professor in the Department of Computer Science at Kennesaw State University. He received his PhD from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at the State University of New York at Buffalo, emphasizing data mining. His areas of interest include cloud computing, big data analytics, parallel and distributed computing, security, quantum computing, and blockchain. He has taught various undergraduate, graduate, and graduate courses such as cloud computing, data structures, algorithm analysis, and many more. HPCC was added to his program in August to his cloud computing course. Our next one, Seadamin Pourev, is an assistant professor of information technology. We'd like to call him Amin, by the way, at Kennesaw State University. He received his MS, Master's in Information Engineering Technology from Shiraz University and his PhD in Computer Science from the University of Georgia in 2009 and 2018, respectively. His primary research interests span federated machine learning, blockchain, and cybersecurity. In the course content, big data, HPCC architecture, data cleansing, and distributed data processing on HPCC systems is comprehensively discussed besides other topics related to machine learning algorithms and concepts. So thank you, both Dr. Shi and Amin, for your participating and helping us with HPCC systems for Kennesaw State University. Moving on to our next event, Code Stallions, September 2023. In this event, it was our inaugural event at American Heritage School. Now, I have to say that in all of the events that I did in 2023, American Heritage embraced this event with great vigor. I mean, in other words, they had ECL code workshops 2 weeks prior to the event to get as many students as possible up to speed with the HPCC systems platform and also the ECL language. I want to thank Marissa Bahar for setting that up for the particular code workshops. This was on a Saturday. We had over 50 students participating. Once again, we had an ECL and challenge overview. Again, music is life since it was a single day event. It was about a 4-hour code day. We had 3 winners awarded. One team was called the Good, the Bad, and the HPCC. And also, in addition to Code Stallions and American Heritage, we go back with American Heritage. They have the Wild Stallions that won the Industrial Design and Safety All-Star Awards and made it to the finals in Houston with their robotics team. And they ranked #1 in the daily division. So after Code Stallions, we went down into North Miami and Shell Hacks. Again in September. This time we had, believe it or not, over 1,500 students in attendance. It was the 7th annual event. It included both an ECL challenge and a workshop that we gave on a Saturday morning. Heavy booth activity. You see us all smiling there, and this was before we had the 1,500 students hitting our table. But it was, again, an all-star team. I want to thank, again, Hugo and Richard Taylor and Greg. I'm just going to say Greg right now because I don't want to step on his long Greek name, and myself. We were working the table, And we talked to a lot of students, and we got them involved in the challenge. We got them interested in HPCC. At the end of the event, we had 7 submissions, and we had 1 very good team winner, and we were really proud to give that award out. There I was giving the opening there. That was our, again, an in-person event, and I will say the conference center itself allowed 1,200 students, and they had to actually turn people away on Friday night. There was just too many people that were coming into the building. So we're looking forward to coming back there next year. All right, so bringing us to our community outreach. I'm just going to mention these very quickly. In addition to reaching out to all the universities, of course, we do trade shows all throughout the year. Again, evangelizing HPCC systems, and also putting on workshops at these particular trade show events. So we'll start with our first one, which was in May of 2023. It was great to get out of the house again and get back in front of people. We had several hundred visitors and an HPCC systems table. I gave a special workshop called Relational Dataset Analytics for Clear Customer Insights. Well received. We had probably about 40 or 50 at the workshop. And also I did a demo talk talking all about HPCC systems, the kit and caboodle for big data and data scientists. Great event, always going to Boston and ODSC East. Moving on to the next event. In September, we had Big Data London. I believe this might have been the first time that we were there. HPCC partnered with each of the RELX business segments. You see that wonderful booth there on the slide. We also had a special guest at our booth, Major Tom Peake, who was the first British ECA astronaut and author of the book Limitless. All right, and our next trade show coming up now, later on in October, we have All Things Open in Raleigh, where we'll have an HPCC systems table set up and also a talk on data lake management. Also, coming up near the end of this year, we'll have ODSC West. We're going out to San Francisco, a new workshop called Data for Social Good, Find Your Paradise again, taking what we did from the hackathon and rolling it into a workshop format. I think it's going to be fun and very interesting to the people attending. We'll also, as always, have an HPCC systems booth. And once again, this is a solely in-person event, if I'm not mistaken. I think it will be in person totally. And also at the same time, during that same week, we will have also, I think this is a new event that HPCC will be visiting. We have Flavio Villanustre, who will be giving a keynote speech, as well as a summer intern, Narayan Kandal, who will be giving us an academic talk. We'll also have an HP Systems booth there, and also it is an in-person event. Future Technologies Conference 2023, and we're looking forward to that. So right now I'm going to hand it back to Trish. And Trish, if you wrap us up, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Bob. And congratulations again to all the winners and honored recipients, and to the community as a whole. You know, whether you are a mentor, a student, longtime advocate, or first-time attendee, each one of you plays a part, and we clearly see the benefits and impact it has made on the HPCC systems community. So what's next? As I mentioned in the beginning, we are only halfway through the day. So take a quick break to get refreshed, and then spend some time in the expo hall and poster displays. You know, maybe you missed seeing some of the posters that were mentioned earlier. They are all incredible, so be sure to check them out. And also, our experts are only a click away in the expo hall. If you have a question about our new release or new features, or want to find out how you can get your own HPCC system solution started, feel free to reach out at any time. After you recharge, be sure to return for more breakout sessions. As you can see here, the second half includes 8 more talks across our 4 tracks that you don't want to miss. But wait, there's more. Bob, my friend, you're not through yet. There's still time to join your 1-hour workshop starting tomorrow, and will continue Wednesday and Thursday. If you can't catch them all, no worries. All the sessions will be available for playback following the event. So thank you again for your time. Thank you for being part of our community. Stay safe, stay connected, and we'll see you around.